Hi guys, just thought I'd show you this. I've just watched a really good video from Sergeant Fruitcake, and got me thinking back to my old days. So I just thought I'd dig mine out and do a little video on it. This is bigger than your normal tobacco tin. Just to show you a comparison, there's a tobacco tin, and I'll mention that one in a bit. But this one's something that was left over from a Christmas many years ago, and I've just put the tape measure in there so that you can see the rough size of it. Just over 5 inches, 5.5 inches I suppose, with a depth there of a couple of inches as well. Just gives you a bit more room. Now that would typically either sit in my webbing or in my smock. It wouldn't go in me any bug out bag or Bergen or stuff like that, because it's something that you need to be able to just run with, in effect. And anyway, what I'm going to do is close this down for a second, and I'll show you what's in it. Thanks. Right then, here we have the contents of the tin laid out in front of you. Starting on the right hand side here, we've got the lid of the tin. Could be used, I suppose, as a shallow frying type device, but mine's covered in black nasty, so that I've got lots and lots of this tape which can be burnt, and it acts as a fire lighter. Excuse me. Got a couple of blades taped inside there. They're the break off sharp type blades you find in like Stanley knives and that sort of thing. Razor sharp, you could use those for all sorts of things, don't need to explain that. Selections of hook to line already on the line there, should you want to go fishing and try your hand at that. Puri tabs for water, 10 there, so that could keep me going for a while. Selection of hacksaw blades. The two top ones are sharpened both sides so that you can use them as a normal blade. Moving across then, we've got a selection of plasters and steri strips, etc. for the little nicks and cuts and all we have. So that's that. Selection of paper that you could, is actually toilet roll, but you could use it as, or not on a roll, but you could use it as writing paper if need be. Hidden underneath there is a alcohol wipe. Moving down here are some Durex, and they can be used for water, carrying water. You put them inside a sock, and the sock becomes a container, and then that holds the water in there. It supports the Durex. It can also be used to help cover up some wounds and stuff, stop all the bugs and stuff like that getting in there. A couple of razor blades, nice sharp things. Scalpel, same sort of thing, really handy to have. Lip balm, a couple of saws, various types, but this one's the better of the two, purely because it's got this protective sheath around the top there. Sodium chloride tablets, in case you're sweating a lot, and to replace some of the salts. Some nappy pins type, safety pins type things for men's stuff generally. Selection of blades, I'm not going to take them out, but they're just razor type blades, but they're razor sharp. Tallow candle there and a normal candle there for lights, not really for heat, but helping fire lighting and stuff like that. Little wire snare there for obviously trying to procure game if you need to. There we've got cotton wool, a couple of sachets of cotton wool in bags to keep them dry. I would probably mix that with Vaseline, and then it'll burn longer, but takes a spark really well. I'll probably do another video on that. A couple of pencils, write some stuff down, those sort of things. Selection of cord. The cordage can be used in conjunction with the hooks, and then that way you can go fishing with those. Tin openers, bog standard army tin openers. Nothing special about those, but nice and sharp. You never know when you need to get into a tin. Couple of button compasses. This one's quite good. It's a silver one, but I've noticed there's a bubble in it now. But that one's luminous at night as well, so that's quite handy. Moving across to this side, we've got a little rod here for creating sparks in conjunction with the cotton wool. Potassium permanganate. Now, potassium permanganate's got a lot of uses. I suggest you get onto the internet and have a look. It can use to be sterilised water, mixed with glycerine, and it will create a fire. and you can actually get this stuff off the internet quite easily. Mix it with that, but never store them together, because obviously mixed together they make fire. Couple of magnesium blocks. This one's been quite well used. Shave the magnesium off, use the striker then on the back of the flint on the top there, and that creates a fire. Nice high burning flame there. Obligatory Bic lighter, why wouldn't you carry one of them? I think you buy them 99p for about 4 now, so they're ideal. Again, the tin itself, use that for carrying water, cooking in, or carrying all the contents. Most of this stuff is, I mean, it was first bought back in the late 80s, and it came from bog standard kit that I've just sort of added to and stuff like that. These are the couple of the memoirs that were in there, so why would I throw them away? I'll open them up and show you what's in them, but it's basically what to do if. Couple of tampons. All the blokes will look away now and say, well, why would you want to play with tampons? But you can put them into a wound and it'll help absorb the blood, and also fill them with Vaseline, and they make a fantastic fire lighter. So short and sweet, 5-minute vid. Like I said, I'll put everything away, and then I'll open up the Survival Aid Memoirs so you can have a quick look at what this says in there. Right, so there we go. This covers protection in the field, what you do, warmth, water, gives you a little bit of what your survival rates are in and out of water, and how long for, all stuff that's available in all honesty on the internet. Sources of water, that is, purification of water, food, how to trap food and stuff like that. Don't ever touch, well, I don't ever touch fungi and stuff like that. Navigation by the stars, and how to play around with that sort of stuff if you're into that. Get a map and a compass, my opinion. Signalling, telegraph, lights, flags, how to do SOS, sound, ground to air signals, sea survival, desert survival. You know, it's one of those things. What's the worst that can happen? I can set it on fire and use it as a fire lighter, but it's good. The other tin itself, emergency first aid, emergency message form at the bottom there, and then on the back it's the contents and the use of the contents, and the log sheet on the bottom. Anyway, at the top there, just in case everybody was thinking all that stuff won't go back in the tin, there's a tin with most of the stuff. Obviously I'm going to lean on the tin to get it in. Put this in, happy days, good to go. Thanks very much. So there we go, just to finish off everything back in the tin. Worst probably part about getting everything out is putting it back in the tin. And just to finish off, this is something that you can buy straight off the internet. I think I got it from a company called Survival Aids. As you can see, it's BCB International. They're still going strong down in South Wales. A lot of that stuff's in there. Go on the internet and have a look. Happy days. I hope you enjoyed watching. Cheers then. Bye.